Lately, we've been getting a lot more comments of people asking, like, why do I believe some of these things, or why do I want to get to this level or live this sort of like 1% life or some shit like that. And I thought I should address it because I keep seeing the kind of general question a lot. And for me, it's the idea that I would like to live a 1% sort of lifestyle, just generally being a winner in this game of life that we all play. And in order to live a 1% life in any sense of the meaning that you want to take it, financially, spiritually, physically, whatever the case is that you have to be different than the 99%. Like, by just the actual definition of 1%, you have to be different than 99%. Therefore, I push ideas and thoughts and actions that majority of these videos are not going to be the norm or the cookie cutter advice or the cookie cutter ideas or thoughts. Like, I aim to encourage you to think differently, to not be the 99%, because most of the 99%, the majority, especially if you're a guy, are not happy. Even though, I don't know why I use the word happy, that's not a good word, but they aren't enjoying their lives. The lives is kind of like, it's dull, is boring. They don't get any respect from anyone. They settle down with whoever they can settle down with. Like, the average life is a boring life, and it's not necessarily a life I want to live. And even if I weren't to get to the top 1% or anything like that, I definitely believe that striving to at least get into the top 20%, like, I think the elevation from being a completely normal dude or below average dude to becoming a guy in the top 20% in all aspects of life, like your style, your finances, your look, like your physical build. If you can be in the upper 20th percentile of all those things, you're gonna live a really nice life. Especially in today's age where everyone kind of looks at the top. No one looks at the average guy. The average guy is damn near invisible. So that's why I aim for these sort of thoughts, and like I try to think differently. I try to have different ideas than the norm because I do not want to be normal in that sense. Well, not normal, average. I had to get better with picking my words. But I do not want to be average. Average life is a boring life. A good example is, like, I don't think I even know my granddad's names, even though I don't believe in legacy and shit like that. But I don't know their names, more than like because they died before. I think one's in jail, but the other died before I was born. But like, he didn't do much for me to remember him, put it that way. I really don't like that example because I don't believe in legacy, but that's just getting the point across that, like, if you're average, bro, like, no one gives a fuck. Even in today's period, in today's times, if you are an average nigga, no one gives a fuck about you. They'll walk past you and they won't take a second glance at you. The only people that get any sort of recognition are people that are above average in whatever the fuck they do, at least to some acceptable extent. So this would be a shorter video, just telling people, like, there's no glory in being average. And if you want to become a top percentile person, then by definition, you have to live an uncommon life. You have to do things that are uncommon. You have to be, that's why I didn't like the word normal, because by the definition, you will be different. So you'll be somewhat weird. Like, a lot of successful people are kind of weird. They have weird social cues and things like that because they just don't think like everyone else, or majority of everyone else. So strive to be different. Live an uncommon life, because you aim to be a 1%. You aim to be at the top percentile. Therefore, you cannot think like the masses. Doses.